Hi there, this is Christine Collins with Transform Create. I am your creativity consultant, hypnotherapist, and NLP practitioner, and today I'm going to share with you a little tip or inside scoop on what to do when you feel like you are in a dry spell with your creativity. Sooner or later, this happens to all of us, and it can be very concerning, frustrating, challenging, unsettling when you know that there are things that you need or want to create and you just are stuck with ideas. You just aren't able to come up with new ideas. So I'm going to offer you 3 suggestions for what to do if you catch yourself feeling like you're in one of these dry spells. So the first thing to do is relax. And I like to use this analogy. If you're a Harry Potter fan, you'll recognize this very much so. If you think about the scene where in the first movie, even if you haven't read the books, Harry, Ron, and Hermione are stuck in this crazy plant thing called Devil's Snare. And Devil's Snare is something that Hermione's trying to tell them all, you have to relax because if you struggle against it, it'll only kill you faster. And so, of course, Ron's immediate reaction is, oh, kill me faster? Well, great, now I can relax. And then so he struggles even more, and it ensnares him even further. And this is often the case when we are struggling against something that we don't like, that's unsettling for us. The more that we struggle against a dry spell or a lack of creativity, the more that we try to sort of fight that or battle it or get up in arms about it and get feeling frustrated, the more challenging it gets, and sometimes the worse it gets in terms of being able to actually come up with new ideas, because now we're putting forth so much of our energy struggling against it. The best thing you can do for yourself is to relax into it. Just allow it to be. Accept it, embrace it. Hey, I'm in a dry spell. Okay, it's cool. This happens to every creator at some point in time where the ideas just aren't flowing. And it can be particularly challenging when there's something specific that you really want to accomplish or create at that time. The next thing to do that can be extremely beneficial is to infuse yourself with content from others. So if you are a writer, this is a great time to read. If you are an artist, this is a great time to look at other people's artwork because you may just find yourself getting inspired. Sometimes what you have to do is step back away from your own creation process and remember that whatever your creation is, you are also a consumer of other people's creativity. And you can use this as a great opportunity to kind of step out of being the creator for just a moment and allow yourself to be the appreciator of all of this amazing stuff that's out there. You could watch a movie, you could read a book, you could go to an art gallery, you could read some poetry. There's any number of ways that you can become the consumer of creativity and allow yourself that chance to become divinely inspired by something else. And then finally, the third tip is to consider your creation space. Sometimes in the midst of everyday life, it happens to all of us, things start to kind of pile up and get a bit cluttery. I know for myself, when I start to see like mail and envelopes and bills and paperwork, whether it's useful or useless, when it starts to pile up, it makes me a little bit crazy and I feel distracted. My energy is being pulled by all these different things that my eyes have to focus on and take in. It can be extremely helpful to kind of clear your space, change your surroundings. So there's a number of ways that you can change it. You can change it by cleaning. You can go somewhere else. If you typically create in your home, maybe in a specific room or location, this may be a great time to like take a walk. If you have, the opportunity to go somewhere that's dramatically different in terms of the outside environment, if you can drive, like I'm in Arizona, I can drive a couple hours north and I can see completely different landscape than what I see where I live. If you can't do that, you could watch like 10 minutes of a nature show. There's enough opportunity out there to bring in a different environment. And this is often why we sometimes feel tempted when we're procrastinating to go and clean the kitchen or clean something or tidy up. You know, it's not always something that you want to resist when that desire strikes, because sometimes it can actually be very beneficial to your creation process, because now you've cleared the energetic space and you've made way for something new and exciting to come in. So I hope you found these tips to be helpful. Once again, I am Christine Collins with Transform Create, and I hope that you have an absolutely magical and creative rest of your day.